Alright, Sean and Rich for HPD session number 3. Ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
Let's do it. Clear right. You're good. Just head on over towards track entry. Stage. You're clear. Head on. Good. Shift. Good. Down a gear. Turn it in. Roll back into the throttle. So try squeezing to full. Light, hang out wide, slowly rotate the car inward now. Good, bring it in, transition to the rights. Good, throttle. Good line, to the right. Brake straight, short, turn in left. Vision, keep skipping cones. Less brake, let it roll, turn it in. Good, nice rotation. Now open up the wheel to the right. There you go, nice job. All right. Good. Down a gear, turn it in, off brake, let it roll. Good. Accelerate. Good, less brake, turn in. Turn in, just turn in a little bit slower. Bring it in to the right. Good, squeeze throttle. Good, maintain speed. Brakes. Turn in. Good, throttle, attack. Brake hard. Down a gear. Good, less brake, less brake. There you go. Open up the wheel to the right. Good pressure. Good, slower turning. Going, keep it going. Good. There you go. Good. Push, push, push. Throttle. Let's brake, let's brake. Yep. Open up the wheel now. Turn in, let it roll. There you go. Good. Keep on it. Lighter on the brakes, less. Still driving into that corner just a little bit early. Let that car kind of hang out on the wider end a little bit longer. Good, throttle. Pass on the right hand side. Clear. it's kind of spitting you out wide there. If you turn in later, you'll be able to hug that inside line better. Good. Just hesitate for a second. Stay with them. They're going to turn on those hazards in a second. There they are. Pass on the left. Dive in, and then open up the wheel, throttle, open up the wheel. You got it, you got it, you got it. Alright, let's put it all together. Let those RPMs all the way up. Good. Good. Thread that needle. Visualize that line. Good.
Later on this one?
Later. Good. Start your turn in. Now make your way in. Good. Keep cutting it in. Keep cutting it in. Patience. Over to right now. Tighter right. Good. Now throttle. Over to left. Stay on throttle. Throttle. Good. Go. Over to right. Maintain speed. Get ready. Soft brake. Over to left. Good. Throttle now. Full. Good. Go. Now hard brake. Downshift. Good. Less brake, but stay on them a little bit. Turn it in more. Start to open up the wheel. Open up. You got it. Good lap. Good. Down a gear. Right. Turn in. Off brake. Catch it. Good. Throttle. Go. Brake soft. Softer. Now start your turn in. Now rotate it in. Keep rotating it in. A little tighter. Look right, now right. Good. Increase speed. Good. Keep on it. Brake hard. Trail off. Turn in. Throttle. Go. Good. Brakes. Down a gear. Good. Trail brake into the corner. Now turn it in. You know what to do. Put it all together now. Pass on left. Good. Turn in. Good. Eyes up. Left, turn in. Good. There you go. Now get it over to the left-hand side. Transition right. Tap the curb. Patience. Catch it. Throttle now. Stay on it. Stay in it. Good. Lift. Right. Brake. Left. Throttle. Open up the wheel. Just stay on your racing line. There you go. Nicely done. Pass on the right side. Pass on the right. Yep, you're good. Clear. Good. Brake. Left. Good. And accelerate. Good. Go. Straight away. Nice. Well, that got exciting.
I was getting it that last one.
I'm glad you stayed in it. That was good. It was just a little bit tight, and that little bit of a bump just upset it. But that was like one of the things. I mean, it's a little bit of the Mini Cooper is kind of what we can relate back to, where when you feel that rear end, you almost have to kind of commit. Once it's started, you can't make any sudden movements. You have to just kind of ride out the situation that you put yourself in, and be calm. And that's kind of the trick, right?
I don't get stressed in a lot of those areas. That's one of the things where just experience kind of kicks in, and you feel a little bit of it, and don't overcorrect and throw yourself. Change the total dynamics. Sometimes you can feather the throttle or whatever.
And that's, I mean, you cover kind of two major points there. That's good right there.
And then the other one
was... And then leave your foot off the brake. Go ahead.
When I ended up passing on the right, so it changed the dynamics for my apex, so I wasn't in it as hot, so I didn't brake as late, and tried to kind of take a different line a little bit, and attacked it a little bit different coming in hot through the chicane, because I was carrying less speed.
For sure. And that's kind of, that's part of wheel-to-wheel racing. When you're doing time attack and stuff like that, you got the whole track to yourself for the most part, depending on what you're trying to do. But when you're dealing with other cars out there, you can't always take your preferred line. So you better know how to make those adjustments. Because if you've got someone on your racing line and you're making that pass, which is usually the case, the person that's making the pass is typically going off the racing line to complete that pass. In most scenarios, then you're going to have to adjust a couple things. So you better have that down. And that's the other. And then to back up to what you said earlier, there is really kind of two things. When you do get yourself into a situation where you've now experienced that loss of grip, whether it's front or rear, or you've got yourself in a slide into an exciting moment. You better have two things underneath your belt. You better have that calmness and that ability to kind of keep your cool, and then the experience to actually know what to do in that situation. And they kind of go hand in hand. You can't be experienced and then have that situation and freak out. Let alone you can't really be in that situation and not know what to do. They both go hand in hand for sure.
A lot of times, even with like racing bikes and riding Harleys, because I started when I was 4 and racing and everything else, there's a lot of things that happen, and my body corrects it before I realized it even happened. But that's experience. That's your body knowing how to react and feeling it before your brain can catch up. And some of that is just track time.
Yes. And
being comfortable with the car, knowing its dynamics, being able to feel it when it steps out, and know what's coming next. And some of it is just like muscle memory.
And honestly, not to beat my own drum, but when I started instructing, it was like learning from scratch. It was like I was a total beginner, because now I had to explain what I was thinking in the proper amount of time to be like, no, this is what you need to do. Like, I know what to do when I'm sitting in that seat, but now it's like, you have to do that thing that I want you to do that I don't know. And now it's like that's a whole different dynamic is sitting in this right seat. But you're right. Your body just kind of builds up that muscle memory when you kind of get in certain situations. You're like, okay, and that's the correction.
You get in these and you're playing with brake bias and adjusting front brake, back brake bias, and heel towing to change the torque vector of the engine going in, so you don't drop the front nose down, so you keep your momentum without changing the body dynamics and what it's feeling, so you don't lose grip on the back or the front and everything else coming through the turns.
When you're a fast driver, you can be a fast driver all day long, but the pro race teams, they want complete packages. And it's like you don't just have to be fast to be in the big leagues. You got to be able to explain
what's wrong too.
Exactly, 100%. 100%. Well, good times. Let me give